If not fixed on time, any of these codes will practically destroy your engine. Make sure to stay till the end, we'll explain why. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Dodge Charger. It practically could be any engine, but we'll be demonstrating on a V6. If you have check engine light and code P0301 or any of the following codes P0302, 303, 304, 305 or 306, stay with us, we'll explain what most likely causes that, how to fix it, why if not fixed on time it can lead to very expensive repairs, it can destroy guys, catalytic converters, exhaust systems, oxygen sensors and even your engine. We'll explain why. Make sure you stay till the end. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make guys at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. On that Dodge Charger we'll have even more. Why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos, absolutely free. And if you guys need to buy any parts, tools for your Dodge Charger or any car, you want to get them at a good price and quick shipping, you want to save money, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tool supplies from, and we'll share where you can find even additional things. So what we have specifically here, 2018 Dodge guys. Okay, that's a 3.6. that's quite common on Dodge actually on Dodge Chargers here in the US. And what can easily cause these codes? These codes guys relate to misfires, cylinder misfires. We're going to remove here, okay, one spark plug, so we can talk what can cause that, but it's not just spark plug that can cause misfire. So you have a 6-cylinder engine in our case, so you have 6 ignition coils, 6 spark plugs. I think some of the V8s they actually have double spark plugs, but now for that V6 guys, okay, the last digit of the code will correspond to the cylinder number. So let's say guys, okay, you have code P0301. That means that you have an engine misfire on cylinder number 1, excuse me. 301 is cylinder number 1. Then you go to code P0302, will be cylinder number 2. 303 is here, 304, 305, 306 over there. Now, what can easily cause these misfires, and we'll talk how it can destroy your engine. Make sure to stay until the end. We're going to cover that in this video. So first, okay, the spark plug. Spark plug guys, if the gap is not correct, okay, that can cause misfire. So we have a special video about spark plug gap. Gap will be quite common. Number 2, defective spark plug or old spark plug, that's war, that can cause misfires as well. Number 3, it could be bad ignition coil. Bad ignition coils can cause misfires as well. But in that case, sometimes you get an extra code for bad ignition coil, such as if it's on cylinder number 2, will be called P0352. The last digit of the code corresponds to the cylinder number. Next, you need to check to make sure that you don't have water in the cylinder. Sometimes if you power washed your engine or it got it wet, you washed it, it can water can get around the ignition coils in some cases, and that can cause, especially when the engine gets hot, that water will turn into vapor, and practically it can go inside the ignition coil, between the ignition coil and the spark plug, and that can cause misfire as well. We've seen that happen quite often after washing engines. Other things that can cause misfire guys, okay, could be bad fuel injectors. Fuel injectors that are plugged up, dirty or not working correctly, okay, will cause misfire. Usually when you have bad injector, you get a code for a specific fuel injector, such as code P0301. But now, in some cases, if the injector is working but it's just dirty, plugged up, not spraying enough fuel or not spraying at all, the engine computer will not know that the injector is bad. It will open and close, but it will not spray fuel practically. So that can affect it as well, bad fuel injector. In some cases, you may have water stuck in the gasoline. Okay, water in the fuel can cause that as well, because water is heavy, it will get stuck on the injector and gasoline may not go around it. So if you got gas from a bad gas station or old gas, something like that, that could happen as well. You can use a water additive for gasoline, and that can fix the problem. We had that happen on a Hyundai Elantra, and we were stuck on the road with multiple misfires. Another thing that can easily cause that as well, guys, okay, could be vacuum leaks, it could be caused by multiple things, but sometimes it could be intake manifold gasket, other vacuum leaks as well. But if it's specific to only one cylinder, it's very likely that you may have upper or intake manifold gasket that's bad as well. Those are, guys, some of the most common things that we see at the shop here. Now, other things that can cause misfires in some cases could be weak fuel pump, dirty fuel filter that does not allow enough fuel to come to the engine, under load or accelerating, that can activate as well. Now, if you're on the market for a good scanner, we'll put the link in the description of the video below where you can get a good scanner from, and our favorite scanner that we use here at the garage. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Now, common mistakes people make when they install the spark plug: sometimes they will drop it, okay, hit it, and that can mess up the gap. That misfire, if you keep driving with bad misfire, how it can affect your engine. First, okay, that misfire can cause multiple problems. One of those, guys, okay, could be the fact that when you have misfire, it means that the fuel may not be burning correctly in the cylinder, and as a result, guys, at that point, that fuel, let's say you have misfire on cylinder number 1, will end up in the exhaust system of the car. It will burn in the exhaust, so it will raise the temperature in the catalytic converters, oxygen sensors. It can destroy cats and oxygen sensors. Also, it can cause backfiring, it can cause burn valves. In addition, if that fuel doesn't burn at all, if you have misfire, and that fuel will not burn and it will just be in the cylinder, it will keep splashing there one or another way, and that will wash the oil of the cylinder wall, which can wear the cylinder wall. We have a 4-ledge, guys, that people drove with misfire for a really long time. And when we removed the spark plug, we fixed the misfire. It was actually a bad engine computer, which is very rare, but it does happen. We removed the ignition coil, okay, we removed the spark plug, and the rings and the cylinder wall were worn. We inspected it, we checked the compression. The compression was half what it was supposed to be on that specific cylinder that had the misfire. Also, that fuel sometimes can go around the piston rings in the oil pan. It can dilute the engine oil with gasoline, and that can destroy your bearings, crankshaft bearings as well, and connecting rod bearings. Hopefully the video will be helpful to any of you needing help with that. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.